Hey guys, I'm singer-songwriter Lauren Gruwell. I am super excited because today I'm starting a new segment where I will interview local singers, songwriters, and artists, give them a space where they can share their stories and of course their talent with us. And my first guest today is no exception to that. She is a professional singer, a vocal coach, a producer, a highly sought after recording artist. Please welcome Jen Marco.
Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in.
How did music play a role in your early years of life, and how did you get your start with singing?
So I started singing in church. If you have a kid who can sing, they'll put you up on a stage with a microphone and have you sing in church. My grandpa was an opera singer, so we had that passed on down through the generations, and I was born in Brooklyn, New York, started singing professionally 13, 14-ish. At weddings and a couple different functions that I would do. Went to college and majored in contemporary Christian music.
Wow.
So I did music as a minor because I thought it wasn't practical.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're eating your words now.
Totally.
Tell us some of the accomplishments up to date of your career, some of your most favorite memories or moments that you've had as a singer.
Wow, it's been such a wild ride. I was thinking actually today back to when I moved to Utah, which was a little over 20 years ago. Some of my favorite things actually come from those people that I worked with back then. People like Alex Boyer, or I met Masa Fukuda very soon after I moved to Utah, and we collaborated on something recording-wise. I've done some things for Donny Osmond, Meryl Osmond, on some tracks with Marie. I've just really loved working with them because I was a Donny Osmond fan as a kid. Recorded 81 different artists' songs. So I've gotten to do everything from really big diva songs to rap tracks to...
We always hear that there's no such thing as an overnight success, right? It's taken decades of hard work and perseverance. What are some of the struggles that you've had as trying to pursue singing as a career?
So when I got to Utah, I did not realize that there is a way to record if you're doing religious or church music. I did not completely understand.
It's a different sound.
It's a different sound. I had a difficult time actually training myself to use less of my big belty kind of voice and use more of a breathy voice.
Yeah.
But I learned how to for the sake of getting the work that I wanted to get. Yeah. Now we've got much more options for independent artists, but at the time I was first here, there weren't as many options as there are now. So that was part of the struggle, I would say, just that I didn't have the typical Utah sound.
Big voice.
And had moved out to Utah with $8 in my pocket. And so about a decade into being in Utah, I just prayed and I said, God, I really want to be able to show what I can do with my voice. I believe that I can record pop music and other things that are more gospel music oriented. And then it just changed and went from doing lots of church recording to doing a lot of pop recording. That was a fun switch to make.
I'm glad you stuck with it because your voice is beautiful.
Thank you.
It needs to be heard. But kind of explain to us how your career has unfolded and what you do.
I was in the same thought process that, oh, you've got to get on a show and then maybe sign a contract and then things are provided and then you can make some money. I didn't understand as much that there were other ways to do things. Yeah. So it's been a combination of coaching, performing, recording, producing, sometimes even musical arranging and things like that will come into play. Yeah. So I've just had this whole conglomerate of different things.
Doing your best every single time. That will build more opportunities.
Yeah.
What advice would you give like a new and upcoming singer who has the stars in their eyes and they're in Utah and they want to make something out of music?
Be willing to receive feedback that can propel you forward. The style that you do may not necessarily work for every producer that you're working with or every collaborator, every single person that you want to do something with, but you'll continue to find your people. I think music is way more about resilience than it is about talent. That can be a journey, trying to find the people that will help you to get the vision out there. But I believe that if people are called to it and if it's something that God has for them, they will find the people that they need to find. They'll make the connections that they need to make. I mean, I've seen some amazing singers not even get an American Idol golden ticket.
Yeah.
Like have been rejected from things and later those people are going, that was a huge mistake.
Yeah. On the topic of collaboration, if you could collaborate with anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
This could be something that actually happens very soon because I am auditioning next week for a group called Maverick City, and they're going on tour with Kirk Franklin and Jonathan McReynolds. I would just be thrilled to be a part of that. That style of like urban gospel music, those tight harmonies, all of that kind of thing. I just think it's so powerful. It's easy to try to create music that just kind of glides over the surface of some things, but doesn't tell the tougher story.
Right to the heart of it.
Yeah.
What else is on the horizon for you? What other projects do you have coming up, or things that you're excited about that you want to share with us?
The thing that I would be looking forward to next is actually doing a group song and recording with my students and putting a video together with that. I think that would just be really awesome. I did one last year. Like, so many things that I had on my bucket list have come to fruition. So now it's just a matter of, you know, where do we get to go from here? But I like the idea of just continuing to work on different things and have variety. If we continue to put ourselves out there and help other people too, then it just continues to increase.
So we're all gonna die someday, not to be morbid, but what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for being a witness of God's love, of contribution, and to know that there really are ways that miracles happen and occur. There is provision, even if you're in a place where you can't imagine where the next thing is coming from. I had so many moments as a single mom, laying in bed, tabulating the numbers in my head every night. If I get this session, if I have this, then this is how I will be able to pay my bills. This is how I'll be able to keep taking care of my kids. There were the right opportunities that showed up, and somehow it all worked out. And that's been across the board something that I've witnessed over and over again, to the point that I can't deny that there's been divine intervention.
Really quickly, share with us what song you're going to sing really quick, and tell us why.
So the song I'm gonna do is a cover of Believe For It by CeCe Winans. She is another one of my longtime favorite singers. I heard the first 30 seconds and went, whoa. And then as I kept listening, it was like, oh, I'm like driving down the freeway, and I just hit repeat.
Crying and yeah. Well, I am so excited to hear you sing.
Thank you, I'm excited to do the song.
They say this mountain can't be moved. They say these chains will never break. But they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is no way through. We've heard the tide will never change. They haven't seen what you can